I'm going to show you just how fast and versatile the ColdOne is, along with these 2-gallon kegs from G4. We're going to start with cold brew from Solo. Thanks to those guys for sending this out. Let's get moving. Pull the spear out. I don't know if we shake this. I'll shake it just in case. So we're going to, like I said, start off with cold brew coffee, non-alcoholic. And then we're going to move on to some cocktails. I've never poured out of one of these. Ooh, that's thick. But it is a concentrate, so save your comments. Just kidding, I like your comments. They're always entertaining. I'm sure there'll be some fun ones on this once you see what kind of gin we're using. This is pretty straightforward. Looks like it's a 3-to-1. I said it was straightforward. I did the math earlier. Yeah, 3-to-1. So these are 32 ounces. So 2 of these is a half gallon. This is a 2-gallon keg. So we need 1.5 gallons of water to get the concentration correct. Cool. Good shot. Good job. Way to go. So we've got just a half gallon to go. I'm just going to keep an eye on it and stop when I think it'll leave enough room for the spear. That should be good. I just cleaned and sanitized these kegs, so if you see some bubbles, that's what it is. It's sanitizer. It is completely safe. I don't recommend like drinking it, but you could. Maybe I have a little bit on accident, who knows. All right, so just like that, I batched up 2 gallons of cold brew. Give it a shake, although we're not connecting it tonight, so we're fine. And let's move on. Let's see, what's next? How about Moscow Mules? Start with vodka. It's cold. I did a video yesterday and mentioned that I like to start with cold liquids. And so today we're doing that. It's especially helpful when you're putting in carbonated beverages. Keeps them from bubbling over. Excuse my mic. We're doing a little R&D here, working on some recipes. This is a Moscow Mule. This is round 1 of what we hope is going to be a great option for cocktails. It looks a little dark, I know. Sorry, my mic keeps slipping. It looks a little dark, but once you add the water, it'll thin out a little bit and be the proper color that you like. Got some Simply bubbles. Now you can actually carbonate in the cold one if that's what you want to do, but I prefer to start with carbonated water. You do you, boo. My kids will love that I said that. Now here's where the comments come in. Oh, you just killed all the bubbles. It's gonna be flat. It's not. You know who you are. And that's fine. Ignorance is bliss, as they say, right? So we're having, like I mentioned, a little cocktail party here at the shop because we have a lot of brewers in town. I mean, we have a lot of brewers in the city anyway, but there's a lot of brewers in town from throughout the state for the Michigan Brewers Guild Winter Beer Conference. I'm sorry, Winter Beer Festival, which is an absolute riot if you're from Michigan because we do it outside and it's cold AF, but we have a good time. There are I don't even know how many breweries, but there's a lot, and it is just a great time. And if you know anything about the beer industry, great people as well. So while I was jawing there, I mixed up 2 gallons of Moscow Mules. Slap the spear in here. Again, I'll give it a little shake, but we'll stir it up more when we go to tap it tomorrow. For right now, we're just getting all the ingredients into the keg. And now, excuse me. What are we doing now? Margaritas. Margaritas. Some Espolón. I'm a fan. Can't really commit with this one. It's got a little bit of a wide mouth on it. Oh, that smells good though. The Margarita mix. Did I not prep water for that one? Nope. We got a little hodgepodge on this one. A mix of different types of water, but it's fine. I gotta really quit fixing that mic. I need to fix it for good. So why I say this isn't going to lose carbonation, A, because it's not, and B, even if it does a little bit, the cold one's going to put the carbonation back into it and keep it in there. That's not the right cap. This is actually kind of a good time, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy batching cocktails in the cold one, and I enjoy sharing them with friends because it's fun. And that is 2 gallons of margaritas, which 256 ounces. So people ask how many cocktails it makes. I guess it depends on how big your cocktails are. So you do the math, it could be 2. Those are big cocktails, but hey. Who am I to judge? Margaritas, check. And last but not least, we're going to do some G&Ts, some gin and tonics. Start with our gin. I think I put that in a bad place. Guess we'll find out. Gin and tonic RTD syrup, coming to a Cold Break store near you. I did prep these bottles. You know, there's usually like a little resistor on there. I don't like trying to get around that, so I took them out ahead of time to save a little bit of screwing around. This mic is driving me bonkers. I have not looked at the clock, so hopefully I can get this done inside of 10 minutes. So on the certain platform that allows 10 minutes, you can see the whole process. This is actually the second time I've done these gin and tonics with this mix. And they're delightful, I gotta be honest. I think they're gonna be a hit. As you can see, by starting with cold liquids, you don't get as much CO2 trying to escape. You don't get foam overs. You might still get hangovers, but that's on you. Moderation. Two gallons of G&Ts, just like that. This one I'll shake up a little bit more because we're gonna tap it right now. Sometimes you don't really need to shake it, you know? Like flip it over, give it some time to join its counterparts. Maybe roll it a little bit on this shaky ass table. All right. Faucet's shut, I think. I hope. Take off our coupler cap. There's some sanitizer in there. Like I said, I just cleaned and sanitized everything. I do that often, and you should too. There's no reason not to. So we're gonna get that out of the lines. There's an ounce or two that'll live in the lines when you clean it. Again, you don't really want to drink that. Maybe you do. Don't. Please don't. Tap the keg. I don't put a ton of ice in here because this thing is super efficient. So it'll stay cold for days, seriously. Get the hoses out of the way, seal it up. Like I said, we're gonna get the sanitizer out of the lines, so I'm gonna turn the regulator on. I set it to 12, that's the sweet spot for me. We're running clear. And now we can have a cocktail. Where to put my cups? Over here. Nothing like the soothing sound of ice going in a glass. Gin and tonics on tap. How sweet is that? And it's just that easy. Oh, that's so good. If you have any questions, reach out to support@coldbreakusa.com. As you can see, super easy. We just made 8 gallons of cocktails and iced coffee, mixed drinks. Sorry, somebody's gonna yell at me for saying cocktails, but you get the point. You can mix whatever you want in this thing, and it's a riot. You need one. Everybody needs one.